was a man who thought he could do crypto sharing at the SEC. Gary fooled us all. We thought he was a hero teaching blockchain at MIT. Well, get back, Lord, get back and leave crypto alone. Get back, Lord, get back and leave crypto alone. Get back, Gary. You ain't nothing but a Goldman Sachs.
someone to save. I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. then I stop myself for a while. Oye, mi amor, ¿qué vamos a hacer?
Excuse me, Road Dog. Don't mean to wake you up or anything, but are you going to stream tonight?
What, son? God, oh man, son, why you always in my face like that?
I don't know how to respond to you sometimes, Road Dog. I'm just going to sit right over here, okay?
Tírate un selfie que te ve bien cabrón. Brindamos todas las copas que se trabajo. Tírate un selfie que te ve 1,000,000. No hay trabajo en la mañana, un bendición. Baby, put your favorite dress on. And maybe we can skip and go right to the sequel. Prende Philly Blunt, take a hit for the people.
Are we ready, ladies and gentlemen?
Machuca sin vergüenza y la tiro con ritmo. Agua. You know I like it like that. You know I like it like that. You know I like it like that. Yeah. Tírate un selfie que te ve bien cabrón.
For those of you that have been hitting that like button, I sincerely thank you. Thank you very much.
Ripped up in the market. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Late Night Crypto with Road Dog. We're just kind of chilling out tonight because the market is feeling a little blue. We're looking at total 3, and that just kind of represents all of our altcoins and how they're feeling right now, because we kind of broke all the juicy areas that were pay our self places. You might remember from this little chart over here. And now we broke this main trend line, and oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Well, we found some support at the little area that we pulled a fib on, and we found a first level of support. Now, there's no guarantees that this will hold. Some of these indicators are saying, oh, we might be getting ready to go for a little bit of a ride, a little bit more of a dumpy dump. I don't know, maybe. If so, what you going to do about it? That's the real question. What you going to do about it? What I want to do about it is start hunting for my trend lines, my angles, because why not? Oh, there you are, baby, right there's your support report, and a little bitty channel that we have not visited. May not even, I don't know. Why'd you even throw it on there? I just want to have some ideas here. At least now you know where that line comes from, because it doesn't look like it comes from anywhere, right? Just something we're watching. Put her on the back burner there. Lock it in. So when we break a trend line, and this is makeshift trend line too at that, because we had almost like a V-shaped recovery here from that big drop. Yeah, we had some gains. I'm not going to mention who's up there, but 2 prominent moving averages are up there saying, "You shall not pass." And here we are, and kind of took that rejection kind of hard and took it a little personal. Altcoins just couldn't handle it, didn't have a thick enough skin. Got their feelings hurt, ran home to mommy, and then broke a trend line. That's how else would you explain it? What would you say your altcoin bags are doing right now? But if you paid yourself up there in those times, then you're probably better than most. Or if you wanted to, I want to be ballsy and start shorting some altcoins, you probably did good. I've not really did the shorting thing because I'm caught up in more of a position trade thing that I'm in, so that's what most I'm doing at the moment. I do like to swing trade. We like to swing on the trade, swing trade, but you can be swing trading her down, or you can be swing trading her up. I think, my personal opinion, if all the ballsy ones out there, it's probably a nice play. I see it's a position trader me coming up. I'm thinking, where can I just start building some bags? That's what it starts, because I started looking, where's these bottoms going to be hitting? Because I want to have something there ready to buy it. It may even be my degen voice coming in. That's just immediately my go-to when I look at this market. Working, not good. Yeah, no, you're still too high right now, baby. We know you can come down, and she can. I would say right here, one of the biggest things that I don't like about Total 3 at the moment, one of the warning signs I would say, is this 9-moving average right here, that green line. See, it did not cross that 50. It rolled over as price, drug it down. That's, to me, is a strong sign of rejection there. That means this could be a lot more fun and a lot more volatile than what you would hope for it to be. I'm sure you're thinking, oh, let's bounce and just go to the moon. And we're at a great area to bounce here. If we bounce at this area, it's a strong move. And we could. I'm looking for that. You can't rule it out. It's on the table. It's just not the typical thing that you see happen when you break a trend line, though. So that's a little bit of a dose of, it's hopium. But don't be disappointed if the doorknob hits you on the rear end as you go out the door here, because real life kicks in and real life says, man, you just broke a line. You crossed that line, baby. Mean you got it. Them fighting words right there. So it's highly likely that we do come down, lose a few $1 billion out of altcoins and see some lower prices. That's what I would expect. The little 9-moving average is saying, yep, that's what's going on. Spread the word. So I'm out here just spreading the word that expect a little more. I'm just saying. How far can she? We just see right here, 548 would be the first stop. And if it really got down to brass tacks, I say brass because it's yellow. When it comes to this yellow line over here, this is a 618er. 527 billion back to those areas. Why has it been the bearer of bad news, Road Dog? Why? We didn't come here to get bad news. Oh, it's only bad. It just depends on your perspective, man. For some people, it's great news. If they're trying to short this market, they're like, let's load up, baby. I've been waiting for a good short. And then some people are like, I'm going to hold through all this. You don't have to. You can always de-risk. Now, look up here, if you will, if you please, at this trend line that we got drawn right over here on this area, where we have this price tag. It's a $628 billion. What did you just do? Stop it. Oh, boomers. The good news is today is officially Mercury is out of retrograde for you guys that have any concern about that. Some people are kind of sensitive to that kind of thing, and it kind of wreaks a lot of havoc. So you just learn to take it easy during the Mercury and retrograde periods. But as far as markets go, it usually results in a lot of choppy sideways, which I can't dispute. We've had a lot of that while it's been in retrograde. Will this change it? I don't know. I know my computer should stop blinking out, and electronic stuff should not be as frustrating as it has been in these last 3 weeks. Can I get a shout out if you had some frustrating moments with your electronics in the last 3 weeks? Your technology toys and the business matters. Communications going wrong in the workplace. Snafus happening. Look at the little channel idea we got going on right here. That's a nice little way to see where we could be going. The confluence tell me that we're going to go somewhere just a little bit below, right in the middle. You can't agree with me? What? $548 or $1 billion could be coming to altcoins. So they're going to take a little bit of a vacation, if you will. Just going away for a day, 2 days, 3 days. Don't ask questions. All right, it's best if you don't ask any questions about it. They're probably not going to tell you the truth about it. They're sneaking off right now. Just chill. You just look the other way. You come back in, I don't know, a week or two to look back, and maybe things will be okay. All right. I'm just telling you what Ichimoku Cloud is saying. It says the craziest stuff in my ear sometimes. Well, that's what we got for Total 3. Did we look at Bitcoin? Does anybody care about Bitcoin these days? Bitcoin ain't happy, ain't nobody happy, and I got a great old messy chart right here. It's probably not the one I want to look at. This one looks a little bit more just like them altcoin charts we looked at. Same dang deal. Break a trend line, no matter how you want to put it on there. It's about the gist of it. Is there a measure move for this little sucker? There is, but you're not going to like it. But I'm just here to tell you what the charts say, and a lot of times I don't even like what it says, and there is that possibility pointing right here at 54,443. We also have a little yellow line there telling me that we got a 618 Fibonacci line there, which price kind of likes from some pull. The pull I would be most concerned about is this one, and that actually has it higher. But that is at a 236 from a bigger pull. Is that 236 from? Why are you orange or yellow? Let's clear up that confusion really quick here. I just gotta put a red line right there. Color it red. Now there's no confusion. So 55, and that's the number that I've seen a lot lately. A lot of confidence at 55. I would lean for that one first, but you got a little window right there, man. You really do. Down to 54. If she wanted to go there, she could. That looks a little bit. We want to go with that little angle theory, but we don't have a solid angle that I'm convinced of right now. This is pretty close, but. So we just wait, because mostly what you see when you break a trend line like that, whether you look at it as a channel or whatever you want to look at it as, price usually comes back up, has a good chance to come back up. Let's put it that way. To the actual price where it broke that trend line, it's crazy, but it works that way. Or just bounce off that trend line somewhere. It might even go up a little higher. When you get those instances and you're in a bad trade, you're like, oh my God, I'm stuck. Oh, my stop loss didn't hit. Or, oh man, I wish I had a stop loss up there. In those kind of situations, the inclination that you might feel if you haven't been in this market and kicked around for a little while and went through all the funs and ups and downs of the roller coaster is, oh, we just need to go ahead and sell. Not the best idea. You can just chill. Go to Liquor World for the day, or whatever you got to do. Try and take a chill pill from the charts, and definitely don't start looking at the smaller time frames, because they will mess with your head. But chances are you're going to have some kind of a bounce back. You just will. So there's a good chance that we might come back up here to these areas, and that gives you a chance to kind of ease out of any positions that you might be underwater on and don't want to ride down further, because there's a good chance we're going to come down further. I'm just saying. So that's what I've been saying. We even saw this last night, looking for the good possibility of altcoins to get a little bit more of a come up and then roll over, basically. Because breaking a trend line, this is a pretty solid. This is a good trend line. It's got a lot of touches on it, so it will be some good solid resistance whenever price does come back up to meet it. Again, I always blame it on the devil, because she's always in the mix. That old naughty girl there. That old devil girl just sitting up there, just doing what she does, man. If Bitcoin ain't happy, no, ain't nobody happy. Well, if Lucy ain't happy, ain't nobody happy either. So, just throwing those ideas out there. So is there anything out there that's got some legs to it? Got something that might stick? I have not seen much, unless you're trying to look for maybe a possible short, especially on altcoins, but we can definitely always keep our eyes open. Shout out to everybody that's hanging out here on the chat. Please let my microphone be on. Looks like we're good. Yay, we got Derek Adams, says he can smell it. That's the first sign every time. Sam Webb, good brown gravy. Rising sun, man. Appreciate you guys for being here. We got Joe from Trade Intuition, fellow YouTuber. Go check him out. If you're not, you're missing Alpha in crypto. You need alpha right now, and especially you're trying to gain some insight on, well, what should I do in this situation? You know, go visit Joe. There's a lot more of us smaller guys out there that are actually trying to throw some good information out there. Then there are the more popular ones out there that are just trying to, man, sometimes I have to question what some of them do. There's some really good ones out there. Don't get me wrong. Tom Crown, you got Jason Casper, some bigger name Frankie Candles. Sheldon, can't forget Sheldon. Sheldon's cool. Sheldon is really, you can learn stuff from Sheldon as opposed to some others that are just, I don't know what some of the other ones out there doing, man. I don't. But anyway, some of our YouTubers, check us out. Joe's one of them. We got Sam Webb, Nazarite 0721. Scary times or making money times. We'll take some stones to find out. Kind of gambling here. Gambling out there. That's a good way to look at it right now. It really is. Oh, look, there's the little John Wayne idea. That's the little nameless thing that I just see. It's not an official pattern. She does kind of look kind of diamond-y, but it just doesn't make sense to be a diamond. Those are reversal patterns. Yeah, they can be continuation. I guess you could kind of, but doesn't fit my definition or Bukowski's definition for a diamond, I don't believe. I guess we could take a quick look if you wanted to. Doesn't take very long. Just go up here and look up at the old diamond. And then you get more sensible answers than just what somebody just blabs off on YouTube. A 68% chance. That's your first clue that they probably don't know what they're talking about. I'm just saying. That's the only number they know. They've never really dug deep. Not deep enough to learn something that could be truly life-changing, which I believe if you dig that deep, it is life-changing. Those little things that they're not telling you or you're not realizing at the time, the one that's kind of cool. We got diamond bottoms and diamond tops. Well, you know, we're at a top of the market. You would think it would be a diamond top. But yet they are reversal patterns, and well, that doesn't seem to be what we're doing. Or is it? I don't think it is. It looks like a big old Arby's cowboy hat, and that's all I can see when I look at it, and so that's what I do see when I look at it. And that's, therefore, from henceforth and now further, it is now the John Wayne pattern. Pilgrim. And that's the way it's got to be, Pilgrim. You got to stick to your guns. Stick to them convictions. Who's your road dog? I am, right? All right, so altcoins, what they doing today? And they just hanging out, not doing much of anything. Were there a few good deals out there? Casper had a little bit of a dip. Keep going to that Tangem page. Hey, Tangem wallet. Hey, code dog saves you 10%. What I was trying to do at the moment, but since we did it 3 times subconsciously, I figured it's a sign from God, so we'll go ahead and mention Tangem wallet. That was so smooth, like X-Lax. Casper. Yes, the Casper indicator. This little range thing I think is really cool. I don't use it very much, but it is a cool tool that I'd highly recommend to anybody. It comes up with a lot of similar numbers, a lot of similar things, a lot of similar ideas. So still looking for 17.7 to beat here, which it, gosh darn it, that was close right there. That may count, I don't know. Also got this, well, we're at that area at 16.1. Could come down as low as 14.9. I've got that little guy marked out too. And it's also part of the range here from this tool. Kind of have to zoom out on the bigger picture on Casper. See, we broke that main trend line, and Bounced off this one. That was kind of cool, but we could also come back down here. I don't know that we will. We're finding some good support here at this presumably 618 if I color coded that right. Oh, I know. Just there you go. There it is. It's down here. So from swing high to swing low, the 618 is coming in about 14.4. I know it doesn't sound like we would get there until that one day when you look, oh crap, look where we are today. Because that's just kind of how fibs tend to work. But the old pattern traders would probably look at this as being a little bit of a bear flag possibly forming there. That is a possible. They are generally bears of bad news, but if we just take the standard move from that and put it where Kowski says to put it, it does put us down at the bottom of this channel, which could be, oh golly, down to about 12 cents. I don't personally see any signs of that happening just yet, but it doesn't mean that it can't or be setting up to continue that. The moving averages actually look pretty good to me for support, but we are below the 9, and until we get up above that one, well, have a bearish lean to us, and especially, you know, I mean, when we get below the 200 on the daily, that'd be officially bearish. So 200 moving average around 15 cents definitely look like she's going to be on the menu. I would look for that one first. Ghetto Caspa, not much to report on that one. One that I think is interesting that maybe if you're looking for something a larger play is Kronos. They got over at crypto.com. Let's see, let's get it on KuCoin over here and just kind of look at the bigger picture of it. The bigger picture. Because she can do some damage, and you know, it's got some utility to it too. So she's been known to get several nice rises up, and having I've got one of the cards, and I've got to say that thing is very useful. And it's not the only option out there, but man, that thing is really super convenient. I know Coinbase also has some cards and things available too, but 26 cent, a 40 cent, a 50 cent target if you're looking for the bigger picture, bigger play on it. So it's got a rounding bottom here, and then we got the butt crack idea, which now I don't know. Sometimes these things play out symmetrical, and that would suck. I can't imagine going another year or so down here at these lows for this. I don't see it happening that way, but it can, and that's where we get the butt crack idea. But let's look at Crow from low to high and see where she is bouncing off a possible bottom area now. Down here about 7.5 cents. She may be coming back down there. She may not be coming back down there. Since she's already hit that, she might have, well, I did my job. What you going to do? Because she talks that way. She's kind of sassy that way. We got a trend line right here that we fell below, so that will be some resistance. Clean up some of these the trend lines here. Still below the 9 moving average on the weekly. I'm on the weekly time frame here. This is a bigger picture play right here. So it may not be time just yet, but I would keep my eyes on this one. She starts coming around the 7 cent area and bouncing through there. That might be a bigger picture play that you can if you can stack so much of it, you can get some perks on your cards and stake this and get some rewards and stuff, and then just take it out and sell it whenever the price goes. The price comes back, because it got up to almost dang near $1 last time, and I was so impressed with it. Well, I wish I'd let those fibs on there, but you've got a 1-to-1 move possibility that's coming in there. Let me put it down there, and that kind of suggests right around 20 cents. Where are you, Fibba-Libba? And so that would be right in this 1-3 area. I would actually go with that. I might have messed up my move or something when I pulled it. So was it about 19 cents? A little bit of a longer play after she kind of bounces. If she rounds out through here, that might be one to look at. It would take it a while, and you might want to put some other take profit places in between, but that's 140% to that target, and then just coming up to the other targets, we got 15 cents, something like that. Well, you got about 80% gains on that. Are we going to go full fib? You're going to go full fib on it, ain't you? You made him go full fib. 618 beautifully comes under this trend line, makes it a very realistic target for the shorter term plays. If you're just trying to get in and out, do something. I don't know if Crow's going to be the big mover. I would go for a quick, fast move, make that quick buck. But okay. People do crazier things. That's 50 up to almost 70% gains. It's not a bad move at all. It's got some payoff to it, in my personal opinion. That's just straight up spot. So like $100 worth here, we can come out with an extra $64 worth. Should that 12.4 or 13.7 target hit there? What you guys are doing over here? I don't want to feel like I'm boring everybody talking about coins that nobody wants to look at. I'm getting ready to look at FET. A bingo and a bango. Oh man, there's some chart stuff up here. We're on live chat, so we should get it. Sam Webb says super. Let's go ahead and look at that one. Is that NVIDIA? We can take a look at NVIDIA too. Take a look at Super Farm. So I got one. Let's look over Binance. Looks like we looked at it before. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. We fibbed it out, but looks like we got some more information. Did you go down lower? All right. So since we got a bottom down here, swing high, swing low. Just might have to adjust some of these lines a little bit. Or maybe easier, just little lazy little son of a, just delete it. So this is great for shorter term targets. If you're looking for the bigger target, we'll have to get that in a second, but that's a little bit of a different process that I use anyway. Can use a few of these little guys, but I normally try to do that first. But I got my sequence of events kind of mixed up right here. What is it? 84 cents. 84 cents should be where we're trying to go to. And I'm on what, the weekly? You boomer. We come down to the daily, a little bit more relevant. Oh, she might even get a little bit more antsy and go above. That would be cool. Got a trend line that she has not officially broken out of yet. That would be nice to see break out of there. Probably get rejected, come back and retest that area. Look, you've also got a dingle and a dangle and a possible another dingle dangle. So will she break out and then do the other dingle dangle? All right, so those are the good targets of where that she can retrace to. What we call it a Fibonacci retracement. We're figuring out where she retraces backwards though, and that's how we get those special numbers. But we go from swing low to swing high. Tell me where I'm going to buy. We got to bounce off of 786. For real, you go. All right. Yes, I'm loud. That's a 113. Or you can, do this thing. If you want to just cheat and not use the fibs, just take the crazy measure move, but instead of putting it at the breakout, you put it down at your fib. Only fib, and then she takes you up to a cheat code, which on this I got is a -27 area. But we'll just go right with that little measure, that pull. Mark that little guy. It's marked. That's one way to do it. Or I just, you know, I see where she pulled back to, so I'm looking for the 113 and the 127.2. And I'll be gosh darn it, look where it came up to when I went to the actual measured move. No, I didn't cheat and go to the, or so close to this fib, let's just go there. I didn't do that, I just kept the actual move. And now when I pull my other fib, it's dead on it, the 1272. But there's also this one, remember I said the 1.13? Yeah, that little guy. Oh my God, you're giving away the quality information that you normally save and only give away with your OnlyFans group with your feet pics. Look at that feet. They're socked for your protection. Sometimes you got to wrap it up, you know. I don't want to. A lot of bunch of little toesies out there. Toesy posers out there. Yeah. That's the secret. The Road Dog secret sauce. And I've got a better probability of coming back in a few months and then going, nailed it. It can't happen. It can. I mean, it looks awesome when it happens, but it's just straight up fibs. And it's based on the theory. Well, there's proportion and ratio to this market, and there's structure to this market. And fibs help you to identify that really coolly. The more I learn about fibs, the more I'm amazed at life in general, really. Let's take a look at FET. That is Fetch AI. I think she had a little bit of up and a little bit of down. She got the old red dot here yesterday or a couple of days ago on Market Cipher, and that just freaked her out. Didn't know how to handle it. Freaked out at the 100 moving average, just ran right in, bumped her head into it, lost consciousness, and now she just fell back onto the 9 moving average because that's always there to catch you first. I'm just telling a story here. All right, so I'm going to get all these lines out so we can see what's going on. I like the chart on this for the daily. Look at this. Bouncing off of this particular moving average area, it came down, wicked above it, and then leveled off above it. I'm sure you can find another one, but if you just go right underneath that little guy and draw a horizontal line, you see we got a support resistance flip area. That's beautiful. That's the first side. Coast is clear, Captain. Let's go for higher highs and higher lows, but we didn't get our higher highest yet. So FET, in my personal opinion, is starting to look really good, and the train is about to leave the station on this one soon. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but just give it a week and she is probably going to be ready to try to break out. And that's just my personal opinion on it. So should we throw that out there? You got the channel idea, and you can go with the crazy ass measure move if you want to. You just be waiting you'll be waiting a long time for that particular ratio to hit, in my personal opinion. But why not? The algorithm loves it. Everybody forgets about it by the time it breaks out. You start, whenever you do get a breakout of this, all of a sudden everybody, well, not everybody, but certain people want to go to a smaller time frame and just look for a little bitty, whatever little thing is presented. And I'm like, dude, you got to measure move from your bigger pattern. Why aren't we playing that? Why were we looking at it all this time? I don't know. It's like, I got to find something to be anxious about. Let's go to the smaller time frame so I can freak out and forget the bigger plan. So, am I bitching? I'm not trying to bitch. I'm really not, but these are just some ideas. I don't know. They need to be spoken every once in a while. So a 3-day chart's even more interesting. That's a 200 moving average there. You pick your time frame, a bigger time frame and some smaller time frames. Daily time frame works good. It's definitely one of the go-tos, and even though we're below that 200 moving average, which means we're bearish, we're on some good ones over here. We got some good momentum behind us. FET getting right at the do something. If you're looking for shorter things, you got a little breakout right here of this trend line. resistance, and then now a retest above the 9 moving average. That's good. But still, this bigger guy, the channel that we're in, that's the main one that counts in my personal opinion. That's going to be the one that kind of guides us. So yay, crazy measure move. Yeah, we'll come back and revisit that idea. But right now, if you just wanted to take a measure move, just the width of the channel gives you a great little target, which will probably fib out. And now we put it where we think she's going to break out, but we got to move it wherever when she does, because we want it to be accurate, right? So this is presumptive. We're going to assume that we possibly got something here. Or you could be that guy that just looks at Bookmap and then says, Bookmap says this, my measure move takes me right over here. And yeah, that's another story right there. So my favorite way to do it is the OFib, and I've learned that actually falls right into Thomas Pukowski too. There's a little cheat code that you can do for his measure moves, and that would take you to these other areas that we're going to kind of assume is right up here around this 886 Fibonacci. For FET, that would be that's one of our hopium targets right there at 315. Say hopium target is that should be probably one of your last sell orders, because it may not just hit that one exactly. It may fall a little short. It may go through it a little bit. We don't know, but she may not even get up there. Or if she does, she may get up there, almost touch it a few times and just frustrate the hell out of you while she comes back down, and then almost gets it a second time, and then, you know, frustrates you, she comes back down, and then finally gets it. And we don't know how she's going to get there. We just know that she's got a good chance to get there. Just on what we got here. Fibonacci speaking, of course. The fibs and the 200 on the daily light 179 for fetch. Now I've got this little red area, or this little red line right here. That's keep it a red line. And anything below that, in my personal opinion, is a sweet deal to collect a big bag of this guy. And she was down to 81 cents, and she's still under $1.40, and I think being under $1.40 is pretty good, because when she comes to 240, well, you made some profit there. If we do come up to 316, that's some good profit right there. But a safer play might be the breakout trade, and that would be getting above 140 and holding on to it. First target being 30% higher-ish, around 179. Main target being right up here with about 71% gains. That sounds a little bit more interesting, right? Put $100 in, take $72 out, plus your 100. That probably, yeah, okay. You might have a little something. And then, you know, the wee hopium target up here, 125% gains. Well, we even got this one right over here at 290. I would want to not include you, my friend. That would just not be cool. So FET looking kind of cool. I like it. I want some more of it. What you doing on the short term? You coming down? Yeah. Where do you want to get in? If you like that play, where are you going to get in? If you don't want to wait for the breakout and do it the safe way. I'm talking to you Degens out there. You knife catchers out there. People after my own heart who I'm talking about. I know that little demon just nags onto your ear and says, buy it now. Come on, buy it. You want it. I know. Gotta keep that little degen at bay there, baby. Believes it or not, I'm walking on it. It could be $1, could be $1.09. There is we got the 100 crossing that 200. We've always got that little chance that price might even come back down to that 100 area. So we got something around here. I don't know if she'll actually make it down to a $4. Pips say that she should. But there's this other little guy here. She's at a good area to bounce right now, but especially with the 50 moving average. Could happen, but probably not. Shh. Not trying to demoralize or anything, but it's probably not going to happen. I mean, There might even be a fake out. And like, oh look, yeah, you suck, Road Dog. We're gonna bounce. And then we make this inverted bathroom pattern. The rocket ship, which has rocket ship's dysfunction that kind of peters out and comes down a little bit. Something like that, you know. I'm just saying, FET. Anybody into radium? Not really so much into it. There might be a few on a wallet for me, but she looked kind of interesting today. Let's see what she's doing right now. We were looking at a possible Bart Simpson butt crack idea, but yet she still maintained these areas. So cool, that's good. Didn't have all that harmonic Gartley play out stuff that I was thinking that we were walking into. Let's clear you out. So we still got a high up here, so we can get some information. All the way to the bottom, all the way to the top. Want to draw me a line? Tell me what prices I need to shop. 82 cents? Maybe, could be, maybe. I don't know. I'm on the daily. I'm kind of looking out in the future there. We broke a trend line. Clearly, we broke a trend line. And it's a fuzzy area. This is a noisy chart. Not great, but if you squint your eyes a little bit and turn your head sideways, you can see that we broke it here. So, okay, maybe. But we retested it here a couple of times. And now it's acting as resistance. So, chances are, I'm not trying to spread any rumors of bad news, but chances are she's probably going to go down a little bit more. I'm just saying. The word on the street is that she's going down. I'm just saying. Do you have any support for that? Well, ultimately, I mean, it's strong. She's tired. She's tired. It wouldn't surprise me if she just comes down to 138 and hangs there without coming down to 82 cents. Doesn't have to come down to 82, but she might. She might. Good old radium. Take a look at A-Star. This one's got some interesting partnerships if you want to take advantage of that idea. Right now, to me, it looks like she's just kind of rounding out here, making a rounding bottom. Which, the saying is, man, there's nothing like a good old rounded bottom to pay the bills. If that sounds familiar to you, then we were probably in the same group at one time. Or maybe you're in a shoot off of it. I'm looking for my drawing tool so I can draw that little sucker, but I'm about to give up on you. Mr. Curve. So I like that, and basically you're just in a big ass accumulation zone. That's the best way to look at it. We do a pull from the swing high, the swing low, and everywhere underneath this little 236 Fibonacci area is a sweet place to buy A-Star. My personal opinion for a longer term hold idea. Well, you know what she's going to do, don't ya? Well, if you're in my footy put OnlyFans group, you would know. My toes pointed it out. We got another one of them bathroom wall patterns, possibly forming under here under accumulation. A little dipty dips, a little ups, a little downs. I think it's a good spot, personally. I like the way the moving averages are starting to shape up there. Mostly, yeah. Of course, fooling with fibs, always a great place to look. Can't you get down to 5.9 right at 6? She's at 6.5 cents right now. Can she get a little cheaper? 5.98 is what I got. It looks like that's a good little target to kind of shoot for A star. And after to get it somewhere in that area and get it up to our first targets, 38% gains. I like these areas over here, but you know, you had other targets in mind. I like the 618. That's about 135%. That'll take a while probably to get there, but there's some good percentages to be made on a lot of these altcoins, really. Take a quick look at TIA, Celestia. Too much noise going here. Maybe I need to go into smaller time frame so we can see what's going on. Teasing us. Are you teasing us? A breakout and then retest that trend line? You've been a leg rider. A leg rider, by my definition. When you get a breakout and you expect, okay, well, we got a chance for a retest. Maybe that's what we're going to do. We couldn't get past our last high. Some people will wait for that one before they will jump in on a breakout. This is why they would do that, so that they can avoid a situation like what we got here. The more conservative entry would be those ideas. If you are a degen or lean to be a little bit of a degen like me, you're like, screw that, I'm going in now. And then more times than not, that will bite you in the ass, and you know it is. About, you know, it's cool. We're in the Nile a lot of the times about that. But, you know, it's okay. That's all right. Well, whatever. But if she comes back and she falls past that breakout price point, doesn't find a catch there, well, oh crap, she could be a leg rider. And the worst thing is she comes back into the pattern, and then she could just be a dumper. That would suck. Look at this beautiful cup and handle to the upside. Don't even get him started on cup and handles. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. We don't need those folks who'll lecture all night. You might have an argument for that, but she just lost her. There's a certain cutoff point for the EO cup and handle. Thomas Bukowski says it's 2/3 of the way down. If you pull a Fibonacci, you know, I always like to pull a fib. You pull a Fibonacci, and it basically translates. So if you get too far below, you know, it's in between the 618 and 7860 area. Start breaking that 618 area. So this probably ain't gonna play out, is it? That's a good little cheat to know when she's invalidated. But I could see how that would be enticing. At least the price was coming up into it, and it had a nice rounded shape. But she did not fulfill the requirements as she invalidated. But anyway, are we breaking back in the trend line, or are we going to bounce off this area? Let's hope that we can bounce off this area for Celestia. I like, and these points, I just zoom out, man. That's where your bigger story is going to come, with where all the less noise is at, and that zooming out. And I like this area. I'm going to take it from up here and just taking it from there, we get some good areas that are relative to where we are now, right? If I pull it up too high, back to the full height, I get some great areas, but it's going to be a while before we play with them, right? I can also go from this high here, which I normally would. That's fine too. This high to this actual low instead of over here. Tells me that 578 will be a good target. We're at 478 now, so that means you make $1. How do you make $1? But it looks to me, man, this looks kind of rough on the 3-day, yo. Below the 9 on the daily. She coming, oh man. So total 3, we said altcoins taking a hit. It looks like Celestia might be one of them. Man. If you're looking to catch this falling knife, or an area where she might be bouncing and get her a little cheaper, 417, 445 is what I'm coming up with. Oh shucks, baby, you could have just did you there and went for the 272 area. Huh. Oh, we're supposed to look at it. I got sidetracked there. Let's take a look at the NVIDIA. I do that sometimes. NVIDIA Corporation, what is it coming in at 125? Zoom out here. One, two, three. She's in the middle of a parabolic move, looks like. Elliot seems to think she's got some weight potential going on there. Let's see what we got here on NVIDIA. Let's pull some rabbits out of that. Yep, well, that rabbit's expired. Whoa, they only stay fresh for so long. Woo, baby, that one. I don't know, you might have something here. I'm looking for top signs, and we just got one that I think is worth listening to. Did Elliot agree with that? Oh, Elliot's got something up there too. Okay, so maybe we have some confluence that she may be running back up to try to retest this area about 140. I don't know if she's going to make it up there just yet. Now she can. It's not looking horrible, but let's look at some other ideas here. Okay, yeah. That's kind of dull and boring. What we got there? Maybe. This would be the one I'm gonna pay attention to. Since she broke it and then came back into it, that's a great sign. We like that. That's usually leads to a nice strong move when we get that. But also means that this line is weak, and if she does come back down to it, well, then may not hold this next time. We'll get rid of that little dotted line. Nice little retracement there. That's cool. Nice one there that gets you a big strong ass move when you're looking for it and get that bounce. She is likely not going to get much further than here right now though. That's what the fibs say. There's another target right above it that might come into play for NVIDIA. But she's got a good chance to roll over right where she is right now. I gotta throw that out there. And not quite get that higher high just yet, no. And then again, when she does come back, we are looking for this little zone right here between 106 to 110 is where she could, if this trend line does not hold, if this area at 121 cannot sustain itself, if she breaks below this 50 moving average, and those are the clues that we might be looking at 107 to 110 with the slight possibility of maybe going even lower. And I'm talking like 84 to 78, but I'm not trying to throw that out there just quite yet. I am putting this one in there. Because we got the ideas of when she's making a higher low, she can make a higher low. Hopefully she will do that here. And this starts getting maybe a little bit more flaggy shape or something like that. And maybe it plays out that way. But if she can't catch here, then she's got more of a probability to come down to this area, which probably may not happen, but you got some support in that area right over here. So maybe it will, okay? And that will also come up, but then she's going to be kind of choppy and kind of lagging. And, yeah, so try your patience the deeper it goes. And then the worst case scenario is that doesn't hold, this doesn't hold, and then we start coming down to these two guys right here. And that retest, hopefully to get a higher low from over here. So that would be the more bearish of the scenario, so that's why I marked that one. But generally, I would be looking, even though we can't see it happening just yet, but the chances of getting a bounce here and going to the moon, it's there, but yeah. You know, that's like one of them carnival games that you got a chance of winning, and you win sometimes, but most of the time it takes your money every time. That's that kind of idea. Make it happen. Most likely there. Adam says the earnings were good, but it went down after market there. Bloke, it's looking like it may be forming a good support, says Good Crown Great. Let's take a look. See if we can go through some of these things. Whoa, what's that? That's not it. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, ho, ho, ho. What does that mean? Yeah. Now that just looks like a big old mess. Lost this big ass trend line here, which is no bueno. There were some angles it was holding. Let's hope you got some good support there, Flo. I'm going from low to high. Where we at? Ooh. From the very low to that, we touch a 786, and we are at a 618 area of recovery. I like that. That's we can work with that. That cool. Now that spells out this guy here, which accumulation zone. We got to get past that. So yeah, confirm if it gets up over there. Confirm some candle opens there and like flags out or hangs out above here. Ichimoku Cloud says that could be happening right there. If you're not in it, that'd be a good place to, or even add to your bag, because it looks like we're starting to try to make a shoot for a higher high, or at least come up to that area there too. But okay, she might be trying to do something. It's not a good trend line here at all that can be had, because it's just wild ass price action. I like where it is in that cloud. It can pop right in through there. That's pretty cool. I think the best thing to do is go from this high to the low and see where we're at. And now we're at 0.5. Now this one starts giving us the little zone that we need to pay attention to. And I'm just gonna box her out right here between 1694 and 89 and 18953. 786 and 618 area right there. Those are some good short-term targets. If Loki can keep going up to those areas, it's up to about another 20% gain, possibly. Still got some work to do. So there's going to be a lot of chop for a little while, in my personal opinion. Probably on a lot of these guys. Hey, there's Mr. Miles first. Sam says, I knew you could do it, Mr. Miles. Woo! The old lemon water. reminded me that I'm thirsty. We did take a look at Caspa, Mr. Miles, just to let you know. She's hanging tough. What is this? This is not Solana. What the hell? What are you trying to pull on me, TradingView? Don't make me get my 10 full cap out, because I will. Oh, you can give me a messy charge. That's how it is. You're just never happy. Road dog. Give me another one. Let's try you out on. How about Kraken? I'm a Kraken. La 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 la. Definitely roundy. It's got some roundy shape. Very kind of roundy. A little bit of roundy. Kind of roundiness. Kind of a little curvature. That's kind of doing a little bit of roundy. She's getting tired, y'all. It's a lot of getting tired. She won't go take a rest in the back room. The moving averages are getting tight. I'm looking for crosses on these moving averages. That's what I look for. I don't care if they get tight. Tight doesn't tell me anything. Crosses do, and rollovers do, and how they're rolling over underneath this 200 is kind of concerning for Solana. What are you doing, Solana? Are you getting real like tired? Okay. Well, look at you. All right. Well, Solana couldn't get her past her 618. So we gotta hope that 130 will hold. If it don't, where's it going to go, Road Dog? If it don't, it's got a chance to hit one. And that's crazy. She got two places that we would like to see her bounce. And if we see her bounce there, we go, good. It's going like it should. Look, da-da-da-da-da. And we can be all happy and say, well, then we also might have a chance to go to this other place. But if she doesn't respect 121, man, down 102 and maybe even lower can be on the target. We gotta mention it. You sound embarrassed, Road Dog. It does sound a little bit bearish. It's just what we got to work with. It does not have to happen. There's still a lot here that can keep us afloat. But our markets be crazy. And selling off a big boatload of Bitcoin did not seem to help the markets at all. So taking the angles up here roughly as best that we can with the noise that we got. Channel idea seems to be respected. And these fall right in within our channel idea there. I bet, the places like right now would be a real good, the fixed range volume profile. I think that this should be really helpful. It should get the bulk of the range. It does really good at that. And so the top blue line is the, I think, value area high is 180, and then the lower of the range is 125 value area low. And then we're at the point of control, which when we lose it, we start gravitating. There is they gravitate toward whatever blue bar is closest to us there, right? So it suggests if we can't hold this area at 144, we'd start gravitating back toward 125, where she's touched several times. There's some variations. She don't nail it perfectly every time, but she gets you in that zone, and you just need that gives you the edge that you need to make money. It's a good tool. I like it. I found myself pulling up a little bit more, especially when you actually start ranging out. Your portfolio does the best when you're set up to catch the bigger moves. When things start taking off, that's when the big money's made. That's when we start looking like geniuses. We can turn $100 into $500, $600, $800, $1,600 even. But it takes to do it. You got to get in on these big moves, like up through here. I mean, it's not bailing out, just because you made your first $50 or whatever. I mean, it's kind of holding on to things past your comfort zone a little bit for the bigger plays, bigger money. And then when she gets to a certain point, she starts ranging. It's just how price action always does. So this was a good run, then we ranged, and another good run, and that's where the money's made. And then here's where we start giving it back, trying to trade the chop, thinking it's going to keep on running. So it might keep on running. And that there's ways to play the chop, and you need to plan it out well ahead of time if you want to do it effectively, so that you can nail these areas up here. Jason Casper does very good with that. Frankie Candles does very good with that idea, and this tool helps them to do that. We've got I do variations on this to try to catch these areas. Oh, Solani. But kind of a boring market, not much going on. Crypto 420 says Maro if you have time. Well, this one, yeah, we'll do this one. Probably the last one I'll do tonight. I'm getting ready to collar a night, I believe. I see some rounding going on. That's cool. Thickening of the cloud in there. I like that idea too. She's a hurting. Now that's interesting because you had the pointy and the roundy. It makes you think, oh, there's a cup and handle, or not a cup and handle, but an Adam and Eve. And this one failed. Did it confirm? Oh man, she basically almost confirmed. The definition of a pattern, especially these double bottom patterns, or yeah, especially the double bottom patterns. Well, we get the belt line, neckline is what it's called. Now that one actually came up to that area, and some people might consider that as being confirmed. Technically, I mean, we need to actually get your breakout above it. Well, then you can definitely say you confirmed, and even if she fails after that, at least, you know, well, I don't understand because it actually confirmed. Here you can argue, well, she didn't really confirm. And sometimes, you know, we talk about that, actually don't make it up past there. Sometimes they just come out and flag out and then try it, or sometimes they make another bottom, and this one, it made a whole dang new low. So there's your dingle and your dangle and your erectile dysfunction, right? Oh my gosh, that wasn't supposed to come out that way. It never is it? Okay. And you got trend line right there that we broke, and that's the main thing. What is this, Miro? So she could be coming up for a bearish retest. Hopefully she'd break back in. That would be the sign we want. This be a bear trap. But otherwise, you'd be looking for a roll over here. Maybe double bottom. That'd be another positive scenario, or go lower. We don't know. Because if you break it all down to what it says you could go lower. So, let's see if we can find any other cryptic ideas here. And look at that shoulder, head and shoulder. The downside. I guess technically you could look at it as being that way. I typically anymore just look at there's usually a triangle involved, and I think it helps you figure out things a little bit better. The good news is that when these things break down, they're not all that scary. It's not all that terrible. And I believe we were hitting those areas now. That's nice. So maybe she will catch some support here. We do have a 1.13 fib, but there is that chance. I want to point it out. This 1272 might come into play. This is the square root of your golden ratio, your 618 Fibonacci. If you square it, you get a 1272. That's the magical, mystical, missing piece of the puzzle, in my personal opinion. 0.039-ish area. So you could see it. She could just even wick down there on a bad day. Sometimes we get depressed and just, oh! It might wick down. It may not. Otherwise, we're at an area where we could be bouncing. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Moving averages are saying, screw you, Road Dog. I ain't doing it. You're selling them some hopium, baby. We're dumping. I'm just telling you what the moving averages are saying. They're saying they're getting ready to up. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. I'm just telling you what they say. What did you say on 4 hour? Ugh. Yeah, that's not looking. Look at that Adam and Eve. Well, that one's. It's not really Adam and Eve, is it? They don't always work out. Can't always get what you want. You still got a channel idea somewhere. But guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I will be back again tomorrow with this boring market that we got. Take one last little look at Bitcoin just for giggles. When nearly them 1 minuters to be wanting to short that today, and by golly, they were all just torn up. We get lost on that 1 little minute chart when we get down and go into all this chop, man. Yeah, the bigger time frames are your friends. They're there for a reason. Smaller time frames are just to play around on, and you can execute. If you got a plan on from a bigger time frame, you're more likely to, you can work it out that way. You trying to play this game all on just that 1 minute? Ooh, I don't know. That used to be a common newbie mistake back a few years ago. And that's how it was. That was how it was talking about. Oh, you're making that newbie mistake. Not the greatest. Look, is this a diamond pattern here on the 36 minute? With a little John Wayne? Maybe it is a diamond. Who knows? She's got the thing. She's got a shape to her. This is the Coinbase chart, right? It's not a line pilgrim. That is the most ugly diamond. But she's still a diamond shape, and that could be a reversal. Remember, baby? Let's get the other diamond out. Diamond bottom? It's a diamond type shape anyway. Possible. This is what we got from Bulkowski. Looks kind of nice. Breaks to the upside 74% of the time. According to Thomas Bukowski, if it fills the parameters of being a diamond, 74% chance we will recover and come back up to these areas. What say ye? You like it? I'll go with that. If it doesn't work out, we'll blame it on old Tom. Works great for me. I have nothing but respect for Thomas Bukowski and thepatternSite.com. If you want a true education in crypto and don't want to pay for it because it's a free site, he's donated that out of the goodness of his heart. And I admire that. It's changed my life. I think it can change yours too. It's a free resource. Good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. As soon as I find the button to get out of here. I found it.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Fade out of the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime,
Oh, behave.
sharing secrets,
I like
yours really was about your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise